everyone. How are you all doing? Well, we are here for the forecast for the month of October, and as usual, we are going to be using the Conspiracy Tarot deck. If you want to check it out, you can do in the link, and I can tell you it is an awesome and a beautiful deck. Everybody loves it, so I am sure you'll love it as well. And we'll see what this month is going to bring us and what messages do we have, okay? So the first card that we received today is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant always comes with a very ambiguous and polarity type of message. Because, we have, for this month of October, a lot of opportunities to expand our consciousness, to expand our knowledge, to expand our awareness. We can expand a lot of things in terms of thoughts, consciousness, awareness, everything. But this comes with a due polarity, and that is, what are we going to learn? What are we going to implement in our lives? You need to pay attention for any manipulative energies and any energies that could try to push you in one direction. Those energies are going to be more available during this month, both from bigger sources of information, whether they are news or they are, things that are trending, doesn't matter really, but big pools of information, they may or may not be leading to you. And if you see that they are manipulative, you need to really pay attention to that and see how it applies in your life and if it's trying to change you or something. And the same goes for a smaller source of information, maybe a local group. There's a teacher or someone gives you a piece of advice and you're feeling pushed. You're feeling like you have to take that piece of advice whether you want it or not. If you get that feeling, pay attention because it is not a good option for you. But on the other hand, if you find that there is this great pool of information that you can get what you need and leave what you don't want and apply in your life whenever you are ready, whatever you get, then you can trust more that source of information. As always, it's very important to use your intuition and to see how it feels within your heart also. That's going to give you the cue to say if that information really is serving you a purpose or not. So let's get the next card. The next card goes very well with the first message because we have the Fool card. And the Fool card is reinforcing precisely the sayings from the Hierophant. The Hierophant could be represented in that beautiful and busy and successful city you can see at the bottom of the card. But you can also realize that taking that path to that city might not be the best path for you, might not be right now the best option, or even, that city, that goal, that promise that this information comes to you might not be as shiny and as awesome as it first looks like. So it is always super important, and the energy is being reinforced with the Fool card, for you to go ahead and really ponder very clearly on these sources of information, how they apply in your life. And for those who you can trust the most, those who are closer to you, and those who have intentions to help you without an agenda or without trying to change you, that they are just offering you advice like, well, maybe you should consider, or might not be a good idea, but they stay back, then you can pay attention to that, like the symbology of the dog here. The dog is not pushing, the person to not go there, but it is like waiting, like, hey, are you sure? So it is very significant that you put a lot of emphasis in when making decisions, when learning something, when implementing something in your life, and especially having the opportunity to progress into new horizons. It's very important that you understand if that horizon is good for you or not. And if there is doubt, that means it requires more reflection time and more pondering. Rushing is not good, especially not this month. So pay attention to that, okay? And we'll see the last card, what it is. And it's a Princess of Clubs. And what the Princess of Clubs says, it's mainly a reinforcement or an assurance, okay? And what she is telling us is that there is a great shimmering energy, in a sense, that it is found within your heart. in a way that everything is going to be presented to you. It is something you can actually tackle with your tools, with your own weapons, okay, with your own knowledge. So in a way, if you find an opportunity that applies everything positive that we have been saying so far, and you have to take it, but it feels too big for you, like that road to go to that city, maybe you find the road to be very steep or very hard to walk through, but you know that you must get there, then it's a good reminder for you that if this opportunity comes to you, and even if things look steep, if it has come to you and it feels right, it is likely a path for you to take, and you can always embrace yourself and go forward with it, because it is true that many of you are going to be able to discover a greater true and untapped potential. That might be a little bit of assertiveness, that might be more passion, or that might be understanding a skill that you never thought you had, but you do. All of this will help you to embrace yourself towards these decisions and these new opportunities for learning and for growing. So make sure to, always have a strong stance, whether you have to say no or whether you have to say, come on, let's go for it. That's the main message for this month of October, and it is really significant for you to take your time, to not rush through these decisions, but really pursue them if you see they are going to serve your right purpose. Okay? So, I wish that you all have a fantastic month of October, and see you for the forecast of November.